Who y'all got on a rematch?
I don't think it should be a rematch, to be honest, bro. Like seeing like I know niggas want to have a trilogy, but how dominant that fight was, bro. It's like I feel like Terrence, like Bud would have to, and he trying to do it before the end of the year.
That's crazy.
Like you would have to change your whole fighting style, or you know what I'm saying, to even be able to compete with Bud Crawford, because I don't even think he got into his bag like he wanted to. Like he was caught, like he stayed composed the whole time. Like he could have really went wild and really fed that nigga.
Right. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think it should be a rematch. What y'all think? Who y'all got?
It really was. It was so dominant, bro. It was like I felt like the last couple rounds, Bud was kind of like, I'm gonna pace myself. I got this in the bag. You know, he really could have went after him, bro. Like he was hawking him down still, but he was kind of pacing himself. Like, all right, I feel like they knew like we're gonna try to turn this into a 3-fight for the money, like a money grab.
Facts.
That's the reason why Spence really want to keep it going, bro. Cause he want that, because he want to win, because he lost. But at the same time, the more competitive the fight is, the more money they can get
financially.
Yeah. So, but the way he dominated, like you said, I don't think niggas gonna want to see a rematch. Yeah. They gonna be looking for the next competitor.
Who he can beat up next.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. Spencer's like the biggest fighter in that weight class. Yeah. They both are the biggest fighters in the weight class.
Spencer's gonna have to go
in the
like
two weight classes that they've been fighting in.
Right.
Because they would lightweight and super welter or something like that, or welterweight.
Some shit like that.
I feel like bro gonna have to win like at least 2 more fights in a row real quick to get that momentum. You gotta
back.
But he said by the end of the year, bro. So
we're almost in August, so that's kind of like
that's not gonna happen.
Not at all.
Maybe next March.
I can see that.
I can see that. April, spring break type.
Yeah, March.
I can see that.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Buddy gonna have to dominate his next fight, bro.
I think I
don't think he should fight another fight. If it's set that he's gonna fight Bud, I don't think he should fight another fight. He should go back in the lab and figure that shit out. Yeah. Because that right there, the way that fight separated them two is like
it was a gap.
It wasn't supposed It wasn't supposed to be that big of a gap between those two fighters. That's why we were so excited about it, because niggas like, I don't know who's going to win. I think Errol's going to win. I think Bud could win, but I think Errol's going to win. And Errol, like I said, Errol is more skilled, but Bud is a technician.
Well, y'all said that bro was the underdog. Do you think that it was like on some like not arrogant, but like some I didn't expect? How you was saying I didn't expect it. That's why bro didn't
expected it though.
He had a bad night type shit.
If you looked at that nigga's face, bro,
that was dominance, bro.
Yeah.
That was dominance.
After he had the second round knockdown, he started to get hype, and he had to calm himself down. Like, nope, the fight. It's like when you see them basketball players, when the finals game, like the game, the series ain't over. That's how he was. It's only the second round. It ain't over. He might get up, and he had to calm himself down. I was like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. I don't see. He gonna get knocked. I said he gonna get knocked out.
No, I see why you saying it shouldn't be.
When the dust settles, nigga, what that fight did, it showed us that nigga Bud Crawford is the motherfucking truth.
Let him enjoy them.
Hey, and the crazy thing, Errol Spence nickname is the truth.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That vest he had on said the truth.
Because the last fight I seen
it was a lie.
Went against like Porter.
Yeah.
The way he dominated him.
He retired that nigga.
In a similar, almost the exact similar fashion on how he just dominated that last fight. And that kind of had me like, oh my God, this nigga's serious.
Yeah.
It was to the point when dude was trying to slug it out, he was just tagging that nigga like for fun. Like, yeah, nigga, you want to throw them hoes? I could throw them hoes.
Like, yeah, I dig what you're saying.
And then he was hawking bro down. How you winning and you standing in the middle of the ring and being the aggressor and walking him down, cornering him.
He had a point to prove.
Because the thing about it, if Spence would have pushed, which that's his shit. If Spence would have pushed, or he would have let Spence push, I think Spence could have came back and won that fight at some point. I'm saying if he would have kind of kept it conservative and not kept his foot on the gas, I think Spence could have probably tried to catch him at some point. But because he just kept hitting the nigga with punch after punch, it's like
you tire yourself out, and then he's a great counter fighter.
Exactly.
So you miss one of these shots, you gotta expect to get hit in your face.
Facts.
Dang, that's the thing.
You can't. With Bud is looking at it. We were like, oh yeah, just chill and relax. No, we got to take this nigga out. I got to show you I'm so dominant to where niggas don't even want to see a rematch. Rematch for what, bro? It don't even look like you even supposed to be in a ring with this nigga, bro.
That's crazy.
That's what it looked like.
And how it was hyped up, like, these are two of the greatest. That's like that shit look like Brian playing a fucking JV high school team.
Playing Bronny.
That's a hell of a
exactly. It's not.
It wasn't that far. It
but when you say
y'all
what you mean? Did you see the score?
Yeah,
did you see the?
I did.
Yeah, everything
like
after 20%
of his punches, bro.
Exactly. Because like I said, Errol won the first round. But if you throwing that many punches, throwing 60 punches per round, you're gonna wind yourself. Especially with a fighter that's in the middle of the ring. He's a technician and he's a great counter puncher.
He threw all them punches and they ain't do nothing.
Because he
and that nigga was.
No, and that's what he talked about because it's two different jabs. You got the tap jab, and Bud was saying, well, we practice because to counter his jab, we got to come with more firm jabs.
Right.
So even Errol said it in his post fight interviews, like he came with harder jabs.
Right.
And I walked in from smoke, I'm like, bro, he is throwing them hoes because you see it. It's like when because punchers they pull their punch back.
Yeah.
When he pull his punch back, it looked like he's pulling back a motherfucking boulder, bro.
Damn.
And that's why I was like, yo, he's hurt. Them hoes look like they hurt.
No, for sure.
Them hoes look like they hurt for sure.
Them hoes.
Yeah, Spence couldn't.
But Stacks, when you say he should have came forward, I feel like, bro, he couldn't. After he got rocked, he was in recovery mode.
What was he going to do?
Oh, God. He felt that. He had to feel it.
You coming towards him, bro, he's aggressive. He coming towards you. You doing exactly what he wants you to do.
Exactly.
He's going to knock that nigga out.
and that's why I don't think it should be a rematch because
what do you do with that? Like,
exactly.
If you can't come forward and you see stand back and you trying to use your jab to set shit up, just trying to jab to try to get that one, and Bud is just like, no, nigga.
And he threw some good punches.
And this nigga used his jab all night. Just that's what he kept doing, just jabbing him, and then he'd catch that nigga on a counter. Not even really on a counter. He really wasn't even countering that nigga like that.
The knockdowns were counters.
Counter that nigga.
The knockdowns were counters for sure. That uppercut was a counter.
That hook.
Yeah, that hook. Most of his knockdowns were counters for sure.
We had 3 knockdowns, right?
Might be more.
I just be looking.
I think it's 3.
Down 3.
I just look at
least 3 times.
At least like probably 4 times.
Because the uppercut, the hook in the first round knocked
him down 2 times in 1 round.
Yeah, I said that's what I was thinking.
But he only got knocked down 1 time
like
before
4 times. He got knocked down
1 time before that. He was like,
wow.
And he won that fight that he got knocked down the last time.
Because you can look at the fight, bro. You could tell just by watching it. Like, if they're aggressive and you got the lead, that just says it all right there.
Thanks.
Because that's his role. You losing. You supposed to be trying to hawk him down for the most part, especially when you down as many rounds as he was. And he was to the point where it was either knockout or you losing. Thanks. He was still kind of backing up because he was fucked up in the head
it's like he's like, I can punch, but I can still get hit.
Right.
Yeah,
am I ready to get hit? That's what I feel like. After the 3rd round, he was thinking about getting hit more than throwing the punch.
That nigga said, I could take like 3 more of these hoes, and that's it.
Coming from a nigga that didn't see the fight, I ain't gonna lie, and it sounds like nigga need to get back in the lab.
Facts.
Exactly.
He need to chill out. Yeah. Don't try that before the end of the year shit.
I don't think he can fuck with.
Go focus back on it, cause it sounded like he could cut back. It's just I feel like it was arrogance. It was you didn't take it for real.
That's a lot.
You didn't take it for real. And that nigga was hungry. Bud was hungry.
Pause.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
That nigga need to watch film. That nigga need to be locked in the room.
Or come back king.
Or just listen to this podcast. We gave you hella advice.
Because we're fighters.
Pace yourself.
We're fighters. We just not boxers, man.
Facts.
Yeah, man. But we spent a lot of time on.
That's a fact.
It was fun though.
Yeah. That was fun.
That's good for the people. That's good for the people.